Yo, good morning people. Welcome to the live stream. I hope the mic isn't muted. Let me just check this real quick. Yo, good morning people. Welcome to the live stream. This is the backtesting session. Today we're gonna be backtesting, right? As the title would say. We're gonna be backtesting on ForexTester. So I want to start off this live stream firstly with mentioning that the platform ForexTester, which by the way I've backtested now 2 months of data and I can't complain, is one of the best backtesting platforms I ever used. And they have a 50 off flash sale if you use my code right now. But welcome JD, welcome everybody, welcome to the live stream. We have our good trusty old monster with us today. Absolute cinema today, absolute cinema. Hopefully it's gonna be a good session. It's different, eh? It's different. I tweaked around with the settings a little bit and I think I got it right. I think I got it right. Yo, Benny. Yo. Let me go to the live. Okay, so we are currently on a different platform. We are on the main platform. We are not on the beta anymore because we don't need the beta anymore. It's been a good experience with ForexTester so far. Yo, Rush, welcome everybody. I'll wait a couple of minutes just for where's the internet cable? It's right up here. You can't see it. You can't see it anymore. Hey, I'm glad you noticed. But yeah, it's taped way out of vision. Not behind me. I ordered some acoustic paneling because I want to make this more pleasing to the eye. I ordered some black and white acoustic paneling for the back, so this is gonna be insane. And I ordered some new lighting. Oh man, yeah, today's gonna be an interesting session. We have backtesting today. Let me just adjust this if possible. Cool. Adjusted the yo, don't blink. Welcome everybody. I tweaked around with the settings a little bit, like with these like ForexTester settings, and I came across something so neat. So you see what I'm doing right now? I'm going across time frames with the keybinds. So I bind Q and E to go across time frames, and it's so nice. Like I've been backtesting. I backtested a whole month just before this live stream. I was backtesting just now, and I was backtesting 2023. This is the current price action that we have is 2024. I will start with the TDA in just a little bit. But the one thing I noticed, the daily time frame, it's a little bit laggy, right? The daily platform, just the daily. Like the first time you go on it, it's a little bit laggy, but then after, it stops, right? Because it obviously has to load an enormous amount of data, right? Especially if you started in 2023. And yeah, that's the only thing I noticed. It is a little bit hard on them. Like we can't judge the platform just based on that, because they needed to recreate everything from the grounds up. So let's start with the TDA, right? Do you guys want to start with the TDA? I think that's a good place to start. But first off, as I'm seeing this is really bullish PA. Let's go. Yeah, I think you guys are almost as excited as me. So what I'm gonna do, because I've backtested on this for quite a while. I haven't like refreshed the site. What dates are we go? We're gonna do 15th. Yeah, we're gonna go from the date that we started. Well, we left off the previous session, so the 15th of May 2024. I'm gonna refresh. Yes sir. Yo, Rush. Okay, let's start, right? My computer, like with streaming and everything, is a limiting factor here. So we're gonna have to upgrade that as well in the future. But yeah, I hope you guys like the black charts. Well, the what they okay. So follow and okay, I answered that already. Okay, I hope you guys like the charts. So we're gonna go down a time frame, down. Let's load all the time frames in. Okay, all the time frames are loaded. Okay, on the 4 hour, obviously nowhere near a high. What do we know when we're near a high? What happens? Okay, I'm gonna start off slow. So when near a high, right, we usually see after the break of that high, accumulation start to form, right? That's what we see. So if we do end up breaking that high, I would like to see accumulation start to form, like a little tiny range. I'm so used to watching the chat on the left, but I figured since I have some real estate left on my monitor, I'll just put it on the main monitor. But yeah, after that high is swept on the 4 hour, we know that some accumulation might start to form. Obviously the swing count on the lower time frame, 1 2 3, so we have 3 major higher time frame swings. Like these are hourly swings. You see, just by the size of them, they're hourly swings, and these are all part of the lower time frame, right? I wouldn't classify these as hourly swings. Maybe, yeah, these are not validated swings whatsoever, like especially like on the 4 hour. Look, these are not validated swings, but these however are. So these right here are 4 hour swings, validated 4 hour swings. These are validated 1 hour swings. So the previous low, just as I can see, would be this one right here. Yo, Rush, I don't know if you saw, but yeah, that time frame switch thingy, that's so nice. Like it doesn't load at all and it's instant. On the 15-minute, we have, okay, just to note, there's a giant imbalance over here. This is nothing but imbalances. So let's go lower. I think this is the end of the, yeah, this is the end of the session. So we're gonna go to the next day at 9:30. So this is 9:30 over here, right? So what we can see here is accumulation, right? As we said, this is the higher time frame break. So on the lower time frame, you're gonna see a change in order flow, right? Look, just accumulation, nothing but accumulation here. Let me just do S&D. Perfect. Yeah, so what I could see is a sweep of this low and a possible continuation higher. That's what I could see. There is a hidden S&D just right here, but I wouldn't really look for continuations before this low is swept, right? So let's go lower. Yeah, nothing major here that I would note. This is the high. The low is obviously, this low is not protected, so we are in this range, right? This is the range that we are in. So if I put this down to about 60, yeah, 60 is gonna be nice. I am overall looking for that low to be swept. So on the 1 minute, no clear structure. However, if you do wanna note structure, yeah, this would be the high. This would be your structure high, but I wouldn't be really looking for any, yeah, any major flips here. Like I'm not gonna go buy, because as you saw, we're super extended and I am a little bit bearish. Just after the sweep of that high, I would look for yeah, at least that low being broken. But yeah, there's a good rejection. Well, I could see a good rejection from this wick. You know, if you're playing top of the range, bottom range, obviously this would be the top of the range. But yeah, no possible trades going on here. As you see, right, this is just playing top of the range, bottom of the range, and the bottom of the range would be over here, and the top of the range would be all the way up here. The SNDR, I don't think delivered here. On the lower time frame, it got mitigated, so yeah, we're not off to a really great start just off of price action alone. Like, this isn't the prettiest of of PAs. We do have that high over there, so we can mark that higher time frame retracement. Let me just go on the higher time frame, as a matter of fact. Yeah, so this did validate the swing. So with that closure, it did validate the swing. Obviously on the 4 hour it's not valid, but on the 1 hour it's perfectly valid. Let me see if this is gonna deliver. Yeah, the sheer swing count, right? This is 2. This is the wick. So swept the wick. Do you use R2F? I do not. But R2F, it's you can learn it. I think the content's leaked already. I have watched the videos, and it's because I was in the premium, right? I still have the videos, and it's essentially it's a good concept. You can trade it. You can trade it profitably. I don't think it's what you should focus on. So this did end up breaking that high. So this would be the SNDR, but just by the sheer number of swings, I'm not gonna expect a continuation here. From where can I learn? There's videos online. I'm pretty sure if you go digging, you will find it. But it's nothing special. Like, with structure alone, you can be as profitable as with R2F. Like, it's really nothing special. The R2F, with rounding, I don't know, but I know that the retracement to yeah, that's the retracements, right? That's what it is, basically. So you could see a rejection here on this zone. But I'm not taking the entry just by the swing count alone. If we go onto the hourly, look at this. Yeah, I'm not long in here. This is not a good place to long from, but otherwise a really good zone, right? A really good zone. I haven't even cracked open my monster. Look at this. Look at this. But it's so good having those keybinds. Like, I appreciate that a lot. It's currently just above those highs. As I said, we could get a rejection here. I'm not really planning a trade here like this. I'm not planning a trade just because I don't want to be caught in, you know, that higher time frame retracement. Because this is the 4th swing, if I'm not mistaken, on the higher time frame, and I'm not long in the higher time like that. That's not just by rules at all. There's a 15-minute closure just up above, as stated in the videos, and just as we said, right, a tap of the 50 and a trade higher. That's the SNDR model, right? A tap of the 50 and a trade higher. Let me just mark out that low, because this is now the protected low. So with this swing alone, you would, wait, the FIP is gonna be all messed up, but with this swing alone, what you do expect is us tapping the 70, right? Especially when we're so high in the range, you do expect us hit the 70, or at least the 50. Currently a double bottom forming on that SNDR, but I am expecting for us to go lower. So the 50 is just right here at 705. Are we in the range? Yeah, of course. So this line over here, the 709 line, this is the higher time frame high, right? And after a higher time frame high is broken, you expect what? An accumulation. And that's essentially what's happening here. But yeah, that was the accumulation. I would like to see a break of that low to, you know, give that higher time frame retracement in to potentially go higher, because we have a lot of imbalances just right below. Just as a fun fact, we have backtested more than 2 months of data already. I want to take an account. Which should I take? Account? What do you mean by account? Yeah, the 50 is just right there. Look at this. Almost tapped the 50 and traded higher. Damn. But we are trading NQ though. We aren't trading MNQ. Just, you know, for reference. As a trading account or as a backtesting one? So currently, we are sitting in a quite bit of a range here. You know, price. As I say, keep track of your highs and lows. Always keep track of your highs and lows. Evaluation, I would go for Tradeify. Tradeify or Apex. That's basically what I would shoot for. But look at this volume over here. This is nearing like the end of AM session. But look at this. Traded lower. Right? I said I do want to see the 70 tapped. Yeah, Lucid is cool too. Lucid is cool too. I don't trade with Lucid, however. Yeah, so I said I want to see the 70. I did get this 70, but just the sheer amount of selling pressure here, I would think that the low is getting cooked, right? So let me just delete some of these drawings. So the low got cooked, the SNDR got mitigated, but, you know, obviously not a good SNDR since there was no body closure down below. With no body closure, we can deem it an SNDR. Okay, but you could technically say that this is an MM, right? This whole swing. Yeah, currently in this leg, we are in a downtrend. And this would be the previous swing. Oh yeah, just for reference, I am ending the days, like at these backtesting days, at 15 o'clock. Like, just 1500 Eastern Standard Time. There's an imbalance here, it could give a rejection, right? A huge 5-minute one. Yeah, a huge 5-minute one. Could give a rejection, right? This is the first imbalance. What do we know about first imbalances? They give that rejection to go lower. So that low was broken. Let me see for a higher time frame closure. There was a 5-minute, a 15-minute, but not an hourly. So, of course, I wouldn't deem this swing part of structure. Now, why? It wicked below that low, right? It wicked below that low. You wouldn't have thought of that zone you have marked out as an MM. Trade away right after the sweep. You mean this? Oh yeah, you could mark it as an MM. Yeah, of course. But with MMs, I'm just looking more for that first tap, you know, trade, and then tap it again, sweep it, and then go. Again, there was no POI over here to deem it a good long. I wouldn't have longed this. As I said, The SNDRs I wouldn't have longed either. Why wouldn't I long SNDR like this? Because if I go up 2 time frames and just zoom out, oh, right? Oh, that's why, right? Rounding, swing count. Yeah. No worries. But yeah, we have this rounding over here. We did close down below with a body closure. Below that 15-minute rounding. Below that 15-minute. So you could see us going lower, right? But overall, yeah, overall, this could be deemed as the MM. And I love having these keybinds, they're so useful. But yeah, as you saw, the first imbalance put in a new low. Like, these are not just some phrases that they, you know, made up. It's an actual strategy. But we are nearing that 15 o'clock. Yeah, this whole trend is still bearish. You have this high that you have to close up above to validate a, you know, move going higher. But overall, this is still bearish. If you long that MM, your entry would have probably been something like this, but not on the M1. Like maybe on the 5-minute. But again, no POI, right? No POI. You gotta find these zones with POIs. So there is 15 o'clock. Let's go to the next day. Okay, so just right off the bat, I can see a possible reversal, right? Where is that reversal? It's in the middle of an imbalance, a higher time frame imbalance. Now that imbalance, can it deliver a new high? Okay, yeah, of course it can, right? It's the first imbalance. But let me just zoom out a little bit more. So on the 4-hour, we do have this flat candle low. On the 1 hour too, right? This is the flat candle low. Is it? Wait, let me see. Okay, no, it's not. Never mind. But yeah, the previous structure, just based on this alone, is down here, right? This is our previous structure. So you could see price, yeah, you could see price obliterate all of these imbalances and just drop all the way down to that structure and then go higher. Okay, so I'm not married to any longs here. You could see a long here though. Let's see. Let's just mark out that. Here we go. So right, with the flip, you want to see that 50 tapped and a possible rejection for that 1-to-1. But this is directly on market open. Just so you guys know, this is directly on market open. Let me just check the M1. Is there an MM present? Yeah, okay, so we did miss it on the M1 because I started on the M5. I thought it was on the M1. There was an MM being present, and as I say, with market opens, there's always an MM being swept on market opens. And look at this. Even though I didn't draw it the best, we had 1, 2, 3, 4 taps, the 4th tap being that 50, and the sweep, tap of the 50, and a delivery. Right, look at this. A perfect delivery. You see, that's why I choose MMs with PIs. Oh yeah, of course. I'm not gonna count this as an entry. This is after the fact. But of course, that 1-to-1, the target that we have, is up here. Could be after the second sweep, right? We go take that high. I usually talk about like with these second sweeps, like it comes to take the high of that. Did it sweep the low yet? No, not yet. It takes the high of that first sweep that it delivered. It's just much harder to time that second sweep. Now, are we gonna go and sweep low? This is still bouncing from that low. Now a protected low, right? This, after we sweep and put a body closure up above here, this becomes the protected low on the flip. And this is still that second sweep. And yeah, this is still kind of my target. So we got that target. And probably the 1-to-1 too, right? Yeah. Cool. So both of our targets for this session were achieved. Just unluckily, no SNDR entry. Like I was backtesting SNDRs just before this live stream, and I'm so like programmed now to looking for SNDRs only. So SNDR, yeah, it's, I mean, when it comes to A+ SNDR entries, that's basically what it is. And if you take the exact entry that I, gave you in that video, you will be taking the exact same entry that I take on my PAs. So yeah, it's the exact same rules that I abide. So this is now the low. So after that 1-to-1, usually with these zones, after you see that 1-to-1 being delivered, and if it drops down like that, it usually indicates that either there is a target down below that it wants to... Is it third swing SNDR? First, second, third? Yeah, so first, second, and third, that's what I take. It usually indicates that it wants to go lower, right? If it delivers that 1-to-1 like to the tick, and then drops down like that, that's an indication, like an early indication that it wants to go lower. This is just ranging right now. I know that if you want, I can do the candles SNDR as narrative. SNDR is narrative. SNDR isn't usually used as the zone, like for me at least. With that structure, narrative, zone, and entry, it's usually the zone. But yeah. If you want, I can do a little bit slower PA, but this is when I have a target, like a clear target, I want, the target is I want to find SNDR entries, right? There unfortunately isn't any here because we are so high. I would maybe be interested in a sell here, but let me just count the swings on the higher time frame right now. So 1, 2 swings. Okay, 2 swings. Yeah, the first one would be here. Like that would be the break of structure. I wouldn't really deem this as the second one. I forgot I had price running. And this would be the second one. Let's go down to the 1 minute. Yeah, so the 1 minute's wicked that low. So with that wick of a low, we usually see price retrace to the highs. Now, of course, yeah, with a wick of a low, that high now becomes a weak high. This high over here, hold on. This high becomes a weak high. But you see, yeah, you can take this SNDR, win it, and be like, ooh, I got a winning entry, right? But look what you were trading against, right? Yeah, it can be luck. Like you can trade, like you can get 10 trades that are lucky, and then for the next 50 you're gonna lose like a ton because you didn't have your narrative right. This is what I was talking with the narrative, and like with these losing trades. Like if you have one pillar off, yeah, you can. It is luck. It is luck. If you have all four, it's a system, right? It's a system, and a system is much harder to get wrong. But currently, just going against equal lows, yeah, and that to, well, essentially no. This SNDR, if you were trading from it, it's wicking structure. That means it wants to go higher, right? But just in this case, it didn't. But for me, if I see a wick of a higher time frame low, I'm running away from that PA. So currently on the M1 we're dropping lower. This is a protected high, wicking that protected high. Let me see. Okay, so we have a closure. So you could see price go higher now. Let me see. Yeah, so you could see that third swing being put in. I do see this zone over here as a potential entry. Now, what do you see about this zone? Let me get you guys into my backtesting too. Why wouldn't I take this zone? Let's guess in the chat. Let's go, guys. Let's start typing. I'm not gonna be the only one talking today. Mitigated. Hey, John. I love it. I love it. Let's see some more answers. There is multiple answers here. Let me play a little bit. Mitigated. Okay. Okay. If I play it a little bit more, which it does seem okay. What do you see? Just on this chart alone. How is this a protected high? Okay, Felix, a good question. On the 1 minute, this is a protected high. Now, why is it a protected high? Traded lower, put in a high, close down with a body closure. That body closure validates that upswing and that candle high. It's not a validated swing, but yeah, welcome Felix, welcome to the live stream. And strong bullish V-shape. Hey, that's what I wanted to hear. And the zone in the bottom of the range trying to be liquidated. Hey, I love that. Okay, Gabriel, failure swings. Okay, bet. So you guys, okay, I love those answers. I love those answers. But yeah, Felix, essentially when we trade like that, so a low, put in a high, right? This is the candlestick structure that I'm currently doing, and then another low. We trade up above it, put in a body closure. It becomes what? Right? A flip. A flip. But yeah, hey. Yeah, love the questions. Love the questions. But currently, as you can see, we are also tapping into this enormous imbalance. Look at this hourly. Look at this, how the hourly closed. So yeah, I would not be participating, first of all, because of that mitigation. And second of all, yeah, second of all, the V-shape recovery. I don't like to trade against that. And third of all, it's 15 o'clock, which I didn't even see. But as you can see, look, even with that mitigation, right? Price still tapped the 50 and delivered a 1-to-1. Still tapped the 50 and delivered that 1-to-1. Just now you can see how strong those zones are. But we have rules in place that protect us from when this turns sideways, right? This doesn't deliver 100% of the time. It doesn't deliver, like, it doesn't deliver 80% of the time. Right? I just want you to know that mitigated zones are usually what price seeks to mitigate and, you know, sweep. So with us doing that, we have this high that we're currently wicking. There is also an MM here. I'm gonna take note of that and make this a little bit lighter. Let me delete this. So this is our protected high, right? Why is it a protected high, you might ask? A protected high is because we have that low that put in a high and put in a low with a body closure down below it. So this is our latest protected high. We're currently wicking it. I could see us maybe tapping this unmitigated zone below, but overall, on the lower time frame, yeah, there is a closure, but I'm not looking at the lower time frames for a higher time frame flip, right? For a higher time frame flip, what you want to see is a body closure up above that protected high. So if you just go to the 1 minute, obviously there is market open. So with market open volatility, I'm not trying to guess where price is going. I'm trying to, you know, follow price. I'm not trying to guess price. But look at this. This pre-market, like lowest just like as an observation, got cooked. But yeah, let's open up the market just so we can see. We have 1, 2. This is a lower time frame swing. Yeah, currently opened 2, 3 green candles. What do we anticipate with 3 green candles on market open? Another one, right? Another one and another one, right? We're not anticipating with this type of momentum. If you have a zone up above that you know that is gonna deliver, yeah, go ahead, take the entry, right? Take the entry. But if you're not sure in that zone, yeah, we have an MM here, but MMs are meant to be swept. Like, look at these, look at how many taps you already have on this MM. I am looking for a sweep of this and a possible rejection back in. Now, we don't have a solid POI other than maybe a zone here that's unmitigated. That's as good of a POI as it gets, but obviously a higher time frame MM this is. Let me just mark out this MM with a different line. Let's do a ray. So over here, haven't used the ray yet. We're gonna mark it as, let's mark it red. Yeah, let's mark it red. So this is the MM high. Now we're gonna observe on the lower time frame what happens after that is swept. So this is swept. Obviously, look at this bullish volume. Now, would I have a sell stop here? Possibly, right? I cannot say for certain, but just judging by the volatility, yeah, don't be afraid of volatility. As I say, don't be afraid of volatility, but just have a reliable POI that you can rely on. And if you did that and it was still a loss, then yeah, it's just part of the statistics, right? And look at this, it swept the POI entirely, gave us no entry at all after tapping it, no entry at all if you were tracking these candles, and it swept the POI. After the POI is swept, I'm not looking for any shorts anymore. Now, this is just straight bullish volume. That is insane. Look at this. After we open, just straight up. No mercy. Let me see the higher time frame real quick. Yeah, so we have a high here. We have to take note of that high, because it is a higher time frame high. So on the hourly, look at the hourly candle. The hourly candle opened up, closed up above. This is a bullish hourly candle. We have a possible, is that an all-time high? I'll go into the daily, hold on. It is an all-time high. As a matter of fact, it is. I don't know what that means, but yeah. Do you not get tagged into a sell stop at the bottom of that candle? I will check, but no, because we were waiting for that POI to tap. Oh yeah, we're sell stopping. We're sell stopping the bullish candles. So no shorts. Yeah, I am a man of shorting. I was short from that zone with both hands. Oh yeah, oh, okay, I get it now. I get it now. It is all-time high though. This is May of 24, if you remember. But yeah, we're not sell stopping here, but we're sell stopping the bullish candle, and we're buy stopping a bearish candle. Don't blink. So the bullish candle is how you do it. Yeah, bullish candle after tapping a POI of the sweep. After the sweep, sorry. So currently, if I just stop the price action right here, this is our 5-minute protected low. So no closure up above here, traded back into the zone and traded higher. So this would be the protected low. Yeah, just on the hourly, you can see it too. I wouldn't long this either. Little MM here. But you could see, right, after this sweep, after the sweep of the low, you could see a trade back into the range. That's what you could see. Yeah, I could definitely see, because you have like a lower time frame MM here. If I can mark this out correctly, yeah, this is a lower time frame MM. So after that sweep, you could tap that imbalance and, you know, shoot higher. Let me see the imbalance. Where's the imbalance? Yeah, so the 15-minute imbalance. Where's the high? So the high got swept. Okay, yeah, that's cool. So look, if you went in on just the sweep alone with no POI, maybe you got this as a POI, but with no POI, I think, yeah, you got filled for take profit, right? You can take any MM. Any MM is fine. Just know that the win rate is gonna be like 65-ish. Yeah, 65, something along those lines. With any MM, that is. Right? With any MM. Wig that low, so this isn't part of that structure. And these aren't the best conditions. So after the sweep of a higher time frame high, as we were saying, what do we get? A little range. So that is now a higher time frame retracement, a 5-minute one. So somebody was asking me, right, how do you see which swing belongs to which time frame? Now I'm gonna give you the sauce. So on the 15-minute, look, let's start on the hourly. The hourly obviously isn't a validated swing. On here, also this candle, this red candle is like an engulfing candle. We can't see any closure on the 15. Now on the 5-minute, look at this. A closure down below that bullish candle validated the swing. So this is a 5-minute swing. Right, this is part of 5-minute structure. And so if I'm taking this, I'm basically taking the 5-minute SNDR. I'm taking the 5-minute closure. I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about here. But yeah, why? I'm gonna ask you, why aren't we long in this? Why aren't we long in this? Oh, I forgot to take note of this. This is the flat candle. This is probably gonna be a loss. And now why is it gonna be a loss? Top of the range. Boom. The only answer that you need. Top of the range. Look. So that can mid of the range. Okay, it's top. It's top of the range. Look at this. Oh, it's struggling and it's swept. It got tapped, yeah, and the bullish bearish volume isn't the best. Hey, don't worry, Ahmed. If it was middle of the range, it would be fine-ish, but just based on that, the higher time frame top of the range isn't the best place to long, like to take longs at all. But this isn't the best PA, to be honest. Like this is all-time high PA, and with all-time high PA, I don't like all-time high PA. But hey, that's what we gotta do, right? With all-time high PA, I tend to get less entries, right? Yeah, that low, just judging by the bearish volume, I think that low can get swept. Talking about that 5 minute. Now, is there a 5 minute closure? There isn't. If there is a 5 minute, just had an aha moment that I see several losses in backtesting. Hey! Now why is that? Let's see. Why is that? Rush, share with us. But I love that. It's, yeah, this SNDR, I would have taken it 10 out of 10 times. I would have taken this 10 out of 10 times. Now, this, why I'm not taking it, it's just because we had no closure. No closure. And that literally breaks one of the pillars. If there's no closure, it literally breaks the structure pillar. And I'm pretty sure this is gonna deliver. And I do suffer like from this in my own trading, right? I see these zones. Oh look, yeah, my bad. This. I do suffer from this, like in my own live trading. I see a zone, like I mark it, I wait for the closure. There is no closure, it comes to the zone and then delivers. But yeah, if you taken like the whole one, you wouldn't, but still, if you would have taken the whole one, you see why we tend to stay away from trades like this. This is higher time frame range. I took an L on sim trade on Friday because of that. Hey, I love that. I love that. Whenever we are in a higher time frame range, you know, that's lovely. You just gotta identify those ranges, right? Identify them early. But yeah, no closure, no trade. It sucks because we have like what? We've been 4 days without a trade, like 3 days without a trade. But that happens sometimes. Happens. But I'm obviously not gonna take every single trade because that would be just dumb. And there is that 1500 mark. Let's go to the open with the higher time frame. Ooh, look at this. Okay, so with that sweep, oh, that did deliver. Like that was the delivery. We said that it could deliver. This is the delivery 1-to-1. It did wick previous structure too. Let me see. Yeah, on the higher time frame, there is a zone that you could call an SNDR here. Yeah, you could call this an SNDR. But then again, let's counter swings. Yeah, there's a closure up above. This is a valid SNDR. Let's do a little game. Okay, so just counting the 1 hour. This huge... Yeah, this huge one is the first one. And then this is the second one. The SNDR is the third one. And that is the fourth one. So we're expecting a higher time frame retracement. Oh yeah, this is the SNDR for the big, like the entire swing. But this is essentially the fourth swing, right? For the fourth swing, I'm not taking any single SNDRs. Let me go to the 1 minute. Let me know if you would have taken this though. There is a second swing SNDR just up above it. There is one over here, which you could see a rejection off of, so I'm gonna just plot a trade over here. We got market open. This is just presenting us with all the bad entries. All the bad entries. So you got double bottoms, you got no closures. And yeah, this obviously did deliver. Yeah, this obviously did deliver. But again, right? That's why I have rules in place. Like, it's presenting us like it's just the devil, you know, tempting us. Interesting though. But yeah, really nice SNDR. Like, this is what I would be looking for, essentially. With that sweep, perfect. The whole ranging, the whole higher. Yeah, if you were looking at structure, this is your structure. You have that first and that second. This is the second swing. This is the 5 minute. Oh, the higher time frame. Yeah. Because of what? That higher time frame swing. Sorry, the higher time frame high. Gotta stop that. So if we do break up above here, I do see us coming all the way. Yeah, this is mitigated. Let me see. This is mitigated. This is mitigated. So everything here is mitigated. Let me see the higher time frame. Yeah, everything here is mitigated. So I do not see why this cannot just go through all of these highs. Yeah, other than that whole swing. Yeah, that whole swing is the only thing that I see price possibly rejecting from. But that's practically it. Otherwise, I would be looking for higher prices to reject from. But this does look and does seem very, very bullish. We have 1, 2, 3 swings on this time frame with no closure up above here. And we do have this little rounding occurring. Could see a sweep of the low. And there is an imbalance present over here. Yeah, it is. Okay, that's... okay, I guess. But yeah, that whole higher time frame, yeah, the SNDR was swept and closed, but we know with that we usually get to the origin, right? That's the narrative behind it. Whenever we do close an SNDR, right, it did deliver, and whenever we do close up above it, that's an indication that we're going to the origin of the move. Right? And the origin of the move is just up above. So I do see us tapping this. But yeah, this is already mitigated. We have to take that into account as well. So with that mitigation to it, yeah, we're expecting to come up to it. But if it's already mitigated, right, what do we target? I would short, you would short that origin even though it's mitigated? Okay. I will leave it open then. Do you have a model to minimize risk among the rounding top or bottom? Model to minimize risk, okay. Around rounding top or bottom. keep track of your keep track of your protected low. Yeah, the high, exactly, Krista, the high. I would be targeting the high. But yeah, it's Benny, it's gonna be a lot. I'm gonna have to have a lot more info than just that. So if you have a rounding like this, what do you mean minimize risk? To short, like to get an entry in? Because with entries, I only take entries from zones. Right? I only take entries from zones. That's part of the pillars that we talked about. But this is another SNDR that you could see. Possibly. Yeah, a middle of the range one. Let me just check. Do we have anything down below that we might be targeting? Yeah, this was an MM here. And then obviously no POI to long, like this example. Oh, it's the rounding model. It's in the the crash course. If you wanted to long like this, yeah, there is, you know, that wick, right? But it's essentially, you want to see a zone, right? You want to see a zone that could propel you higher, like an imbalance or an SNDR or an MM, and you basically long from that zone, because it always goes from a zone. In rounding, I went for price to leave the range and take second swings. That's perfect too, right? So you're looking at the lower time frame and you just take the second swing. But over here, no second swing was present. So we had a closure up above that high, but no second swing was formed. But essentially, yeah, here we did get to the origin, and we are currently rejecting from it, but not from the 50%. Oh yeah, Benny, just wait for a sweep, right? The sweep of a low. Whenever you get a rejection like this, you can just buy a stop into price action if there is a strong bullish momentum. But so we said, I don't know, Ahmed, are you would short that origin, even though it has mitigation to it? So that origin with the mitigation, did it give you a 1-to-1? So Ahmed, it did give you a 1-to-1, but I do tend to stay away from zones like that. I am targeting the high, right? I am targeting the high, and this whole bullish PA, yeah, that was my narrative. In this case, a new high tap of the imbalance will get in a long, but where? So okay, let's try to make a case study out of this, right? So whenever we have a rounding occurring, what usually presents itself, right? With higher time frame being bullish, let's say the higher time frame was bullish, we have rounding happening. What usually happens with rounding is some kind of a low gets swept and then price moves higher. Now, you could utilize MMs as entries, right? That low, that partial mitigation can also be a thing, or I would really utilize zones here. That's what I would utilize. With roundings, if I want to go into price action, I want to see an unmitigated zone, or at least an MM being present, to move us higher. That's how I would approach it with longs and roundings. And of course, that bullish narrative has to be in place too. But there was a third swing SNDR, I didn't even notice it. Without mitigation, and then it mitigated, went higher. No, it wasn't luck, right? It's, I mean, with mitigated areas can still deliver. As I said previously, like SNDRs, they can still deliver. It's just a lower percentage, like win rate. And fourth swing SNDRs, they can still deliver, right? Why am I saying this? Just a lower percentage. Win rate does matter a little bit for me personally, because I like to have a high hit rate, not win rate, hit rate. I wanna, yeah, it's better for my mental. And if that means less entries, hey, that, so be it, right? So be it. So I could maybe see a rounding happening here. Did we sweep a higher time frame high? We did. So this was our higher time frame high. Now with that sweep of the higher time frame high, there is a zone just down below it that could provide you with an entry. Oh, this is way past our trading. Well, let me go to the next day. And this would be the zone, right? And we had rounding. Now, what is this zone? Again, on the hourly. Do I need to say it again? This is not a zone to long from. This is the fifth swing. The fifth. I'm not looking to long from the fifth swing. But yeah, let me see if there is a way to enter. So just on the rounding alone, we know that the rounding is present. Now a long after the sweep. This PA is hard. Yeah, it's all-time high PA. It's one of the hardest PAs to trade. Like people here were complaining a lot. If it's hard for you, don't worry, because it was hard for me too when I was trading this. So yeah, essentially, yeah, with that rounding, right? You had an MM present. With rounding, you obviously do see MMs being printed, because why? The swings get closer and closer to each other. And you could utilize an MM sweep like this for an entry into the opposing direction, like a buy stop. And that's how you could utilize, like this gave you 3R alone. Other than that, I don't think there's much more. Yeah, this is basically it. 1, 2. There was no closure, and then traded higher. Yeah, crazy. This PA is really nasty. Like as I preach, all-time high PA, one of the worst PAs to trade, especially for me, because I want this short so hard. I want this short price to the ground. But yeah, this is another high. Now this is another hourly swing, but that has not mitigated the previous swing. Like for example here, did this mitigate it at the 50? It didn't, right? So this is still unmitigated. That 50 is still unmitigated. So you could see us going higher, then mitigated this, maybe delivering a 1-to-1, but definitely this one down below. You could see us still mitigating that and going higher, because this is the higher time frame. Yeah, the 4-hour swing. This is the previous 4-hour swing. we are gonna take note of that. And we could short if we had narrative, right? If this fails going higher, you could short into that swing, essentially as a target. But yeah, on this PA, there was a break of a high here. This was the flip. There was a closure up above here. Yeah, cool. So this was the 5 minute. Let me see if there's a 5 minute closure. There is 5 minute closure, but this is already mitigated. Like all of this is mitigated. So all we can do is really wait for the third swing to present itself, to possibly take a long from. I need 2 failures to short. Okay. Let's see. So there was a slight lag, but yeah, all of these are fractals. You can utilize fractals. I'm not using fractals at all to trade SNDRs, but you can utilize fractals as SNDRs. Again, failure up above, another failure. So you could see this short, take out that low. I noticed every zone is mitigated. Zones, origins, lower parts would hold. Zones, oh, session parts. Yeah, origins would hold. Yeah, when everything is mitigated. Yeah. Flips. Yeah, exactly. So this is now the third swing. It didn't tap the 50, went higher. Now we have that rounding. What did we say that we utilize? MMs around rounding. There is only 2 tabs here. If there is another tab, you could see, you know, us sweeping, tapping that origin, maybe going higher. Yeah, we can clearly see that rounding happening. And above a high. So essentially this low could be gone. The protected low over here. Benchina, what helped you to upgrade your mentality as a trader and helped you to be without FOMO and improved your discipline? 3 words. It was follow your rules by my mentor. I know it sounds a little bit, you know, cheesy and stuff, but it really comes down to how bad do you want it. Yeah, 4 days, Euro trades. Yeah, it is what it is, man. In May of 2024, brutal. But how bad do you want this, right? Yeah, I know taking a trade every day might seem like the right thing, but it's not. Taking a trade every single day with 0 context is the worst thing you can do for your trading business, whatever you want, right? Like, imagine you have a trading account. This is your last trading account. Are you gonna be taking every single zone on there, or are you gonna be taking the specific zone that you have backtested and know that works? Right? That's how I view it. Essentially, I view it as, okay, this is what works and this is what doesn't. Am I gonna be doing what doesn't work, or am I gonna stay put, sit on my hands whenever there's 0 trades? I mark out a zone, and if it comes to the zone and delivers, it delivers. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not gonna, you know, be too emotionally invested into this, because that's the worst thing that you can do. Be emotionally invested in trading, while trading is 80% being your emotions. Yeah, and this PA, I just took a hard look at myself and I was like, yo, are you really doing like what a profitable trader should be doing? Okay, no. What do you have to improve? Okay, you have to follow rules. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Exactly what I'm gonna do. But yo, this PA, man, I tell you. No MM was swept though. No MM. And this was wick on wick on wick. Just absolute madness over here. I would take flips in this. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could. The ones with wicks you can take, yeah. Yeah, essentially, yeah. Candlestick flips. Oh, there's a lot of candlestick flips here. You gotta know where from, right? A beautiful third tap. A beautiful third tap. Let's see. Yeah, this is probably not gonna take the high. We have that closure down below that low. You could see us now digging low. Oh, now that's now that's something, right? We have that origin, right? This was our POI, and I'm not kidding. I would have taken that buy stop. The POI already delivered. Look at the candle. This is the buy stop is all the way up here in the range already, and it got swept. Cool. Man, this is some nice PA. So another wick of the low. Let's see if it's gonna turn into a closure. No, so it's okay. We have news. This is FOMC, if I'm not mistaken. It is FOMC. And the candle, okay. Let me see what we have here in terms of. Yeah, so we swept that higher time frame MM. No apparent POI, but do we have a zone that we could possibly trade from? Yeah, there is an SNDR here. So essentially with this FOMC, you could see that low being swept and then price delivering into the other direction. But yeah, that MM sweep delivered to the T. On the 15, look at this move on the 15. Yeah, that's still the protected low. This could be looking. Yeah, so if it doesn't trade below that protected low, this is still bullish, right? Still bullish. And after that closure, it's past our bedtime. Crazy, crazy. So let's go to the next New York Open. Okay, we finally broke out of that range. And we traded higher. Okay. So with us trading so high, sweeping that, what do we now expect? Right? What do we now expect? With PA, you just gotta look like whenever price is extending like that, the imbalances and like the areas that get left behind. What are those areas? Right? Are they significant? Range again? No, I don't think a range is gonna happen here. If I'm completely honest. No, I don't think so. But I do see trade back into the range. You could see us trading all the way back into here. But yeah, you have toilet paper people too. These are the toilet paper people. Right, if we just mark them out. This is also the previous swing point. There is an SNDR here. Again, market open, 9:30. Don't trade this, okay? Don't be having limits like this. I talk about this in my live sessions, but don't, please. Sorry. There's an imbalance here that we could reject from. I would like to see a fill of that whole imbalance though. On the 15-minute, yeah, it looks really nice. I'll be honest. Yeah, could see a 9:30 FOMO has gotten me once or 10 times in the past. Yeah, I know it's so tempting to trade this. I know, and I've been there. Just please hold out, right? Hold out. On the M1, price has reversed. 8 has gotten to us. Oh, I was trading the 5-second on market open. Right? It's not only you, like it's all of us. Again, with no closure on the 15-minute. That sucks. So we are currently trading back into that range. I wouldn't take this as a good zone. I would rather look for something lower. There is a giant wick on the 5-minute. A giant wick on the 5-minute. Like this looks really nice. Other than that, an MM down below. Yeah, there's an MM over here. Just above that low. So what am I expecting? If we do get down to here, tap and trade higher. And then one. Not validated on the 5-minute. I could see this as a good area that price could reject from as a potential short entry. A good SNDR. Oh man, look. So yeah, this is the what is it, risk management rules? I calculate my risk. So if I want to risk 150 on a zone that's 89 ticks large, that's how I do it. And then I look at plus minus one contract, and I risk a static in dollars. I keep my risk static, not my contracts. I keep my risk static, because that's literally the only way to survive in this whole economy. But I am looking for a short up above here. This is not a validated 5-minute swing, just to be clear. Oh, it did validate. Okay, fair enough. I am still looking for that up above as a short, a potential short entry. Like, these areas are not good looking at all. A lot of bullish momentum here. I would like to see some kind of a retracement. So that sweep is just on 934, and price has not gotten to it yet. Can you swing count? Okay, no worries. 1, 2. You could count this as a swing. Let me see. So if this was 15-minute structure that was broken, I would like to see a 15-minute swing too. Like if you're counting 15-minute, yeah, this is that structure. This is just, you know, that second swing that a lot of guys say, oh, that was the second swing, why did it get mitigated? Well, why did it get swept? Yeah, maybe because it wasn't part of the structure. Right? We swept, we broke hourly, even 15-minute structure. And we're looking at a 5-minute swing, possibly, over here. Barely a 5-minute swing. I'm still looking for that short. I guess we aren't getting that short anyway. Either way. If we do sweep that low, I'm gonna just cancel the order. If it will let me cancel, thank you. I wouldn't want to be interested in a sell after price has already went down so much. Let me see if there is a higher time frame closure. 5-minute is 15-minute, 15-minute too. So we have 15-minute and 5-minute closures. You could take this. This would be a valid zone for you to short from. Oh, we did say the longs. We did say about longs, right? Hold on. So this being a 5-minute zone, you could see a 5-minute buy stop here. I am looking for overall that tap of the 50 as a POI. I gotta recheck the drawing. Did I? Yeah, I did. Did it miss the POI by just ticks? Oh no, it didn't. Okay. So now I would be looking for a potential buy stop entry. Right, so let's see. On the 15-minute. Would you guys be interested in any buy stops here? We are in that 4-hour swing. Is that 5-minute? That's not the 5-minute. That's a 5-minute. One and a half hour. That's 590. That's too much. Hey. I can do less than 1. And I guess we got stopped. Yeah, no, I guess not all entries are gonna be by our side. A terrible PA But I can't complain about the PA, right? This is just statistics at the end of the day. Look at this. And then, okay, I guess Nasdaq, I guess. It has, to note, this was 1 minute after my session. But yeah, back to the next New York session. I do still, good entries always get swept. Got sweep, you mean? I do not know what you mean by that. Yeah, I mean, this was a good entry. I don't have anything really to note here. We didn't have that higher time frame POI. That was swept, and that POI did end up delivering a whole 1-to-1. Yeah, I know. But I don't think he said good entries always get sweep. You mean all entries have a sweep, right? So, and that's what we were waiting for, right? That higher time frame low sweep. It's not the sweep as a stop loss. I don't think he meant that, but yeah. It's not sweep as in sweep of a stop loss. So that first swing, that second, and now just trading higher. This is the lower time frame, swing count. Let me just see the hourly. Yeah, so we have the hourly imbalance just up above. Like all good entries get tested, like B, it was something like that. Yeah, I don't think it was a sweep, but it doesn't matter anyway. We are rejecting from a higher time frame supply, so essentially what I'm looking for is price to go higher. Like this is the 4-hour entry, 4-hour POI that I was waiting for price. All good entries get tested, yeah. And that I mean, yeah, that does sound better than sweep. But overall, I am looking for price to go higher, as this was the higher time frame area, right? The 15-minute looks okay. Let me see where the protected low is. So the protected low on the 15-minute is just down below here. Yeah, this is the protected low, but this is the previous swing. Also an here. Good trade all the way back into the previous swing. A little rounding occurring here. That trade just needed higher time frame. No, I mean, you do get losses with these entries. Like not all trades are gonna be winners. You gotta, you know, maybe you could have used the higher time frame. Yeah, the 15-minute, and yeah, the 15-minute did deliver. It did deliver a lot of R. You could have went for that. But yeah, the higher time frame candle, if you see it fit, yeah, you can use it. I used the 5-minute since the 5-minute was the zone. On the 5-minute, there was that zone, right? The that I was looking for it to sweep, and I was waiting for that POI. I did get, I did get the entry, but it just swept, right? Like not all entries are gonna deliver. Like I don't have 100% win rate. Nobody does. This is just trading higher. Damn. Okay, so let's take note of that low. Is this the lever? Yeah, nice. So taking SNDRs as counter trends, trades. Hey, can you use this concept in your USD? Yeah, of course you can. You guys want to see something? I gotta open TradingView real quick. But we did have Rust speak about YM on live stream. I did give you guys a couple of areas. You guys wanna, yeah? These were the areas that I gave. 810 was the tap, right? So the tap isn't as important, but yeah, this was the origin. The origin delivered. And the MM. Yeah, these concepts can be used in Euro USD. But Euro USD I have... Oh! Euro USD. What are you doing? Look at this. From the 50 and went higher. Yeah, of course. These concepts can be used everywhere. This was the previous swing. I am expecting us to trade into here and trade lower though. Oh, if I can backtest. Oh, you mean right now? Saki, you want me to do this right now? Currently we are on... would you trade through 2 instruments? Yeah, of course. It's doable if you want more entries. I would be looking to trade stocks too, yeah. Yeah, I mean I can, of course. Of course. Just with these instruments, I'm usually more keen to do the higher time frame. Yeah, stocks like Apple or Google. I'm much more keen to do that. No, because look, on AMD, I was looking for a short. Sorry, not short. A long, right? A long on AMD from 430. Look at this. 80 points. And on Google, I was also looking for a long on, what was it? Amazon. No, not Amazon. But yeah, all of these stocks. I'm keeping track of all the stocks. But yeah, and the end of the stream, Saki, I will do it. Yeah, of course. No worries. Now that we have completely been sidetracked by futures. Yeah, so look at this. So we have been going up and up and up. Now with this kind of bullish momentum, you could use these areas as a short. To be completely honest, you could use that as a possible area to short from, a counter trend short. But as I was saying with counter trend shorting, the swing count coming into the zone has to be greater than 3. Okay, that's a gem. Write this down. If you want to counter trend SNDRs, make sure that the swing count coming into the zone is more than 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's 5 swings. Perfect. I'm taking that short. Now, this could be a good short. This is the first imbalance on the 15-minute. Good gem that makes. No, it's the rule that I live by. It's how I counter trend. I don't counter trend unless the swing count is met, or unless I'm completely sure in the area that it's going to deliver. I get cooked in Carlton trade. Yeah, just count your swings, John. Count your swings coming into the zone. And if it's not sufficient, do not take the entry. If you have a zone up above, and there isn't 3 swings already coming up into the zone, don't take the trade. It's as simple as that. Wicked that higher time frame, so that low is now a weak low. So my target currently is that low. Okay, that low is swept. We do still have that imbalance. Okay, that's 15 o'clock right there. So let me remove the limit because we are currently time traveling into the next session. So this is the next session. Okay, so we are still bullish on PA. As we know, we have extended a lot the upside. We are currently rejecting from that previous swing. That target, yeah, I could see a 1-to-1 here. But if this goes higher from here, I'll just, you know, have a bullish narrative. I could still see us delivering from that zone. But again, the swing count on the lower time frame, we're gonna have to count those swings. This is obviously a higher time frame retracement, right? With that breakup structure, it gave us that higher time frame retracement. We have tapped that higher time frame imbalance. Now we are trading higher. I was gonna say that you could maybe long from this zone here. I'm not so sure in that anymore, since there was no structure here. This was a double bottom, sorry, and we did close up above here on the higher time frame. We didn't. This was just Wickistan. This was straight Wickistan. God damn. Exactly from here. You got that closure up above. This is not DTFX friendly PA. Yeah, I mean, you could say that, but then again, no PA short joint. I was looking for a long here. No, it's, you gotta go through this PA. You gotta backtest this PA. You gotta even do bad PA, because what are you gonna do? What happens when this is gonna happen in real life, like in real time, in live trading? What are you gonna do then, right? You gotta be prepared for times like this. Okay, so there isn't an entry. Okay, there isn't an entry. Right? What can we do about it? Nothing. I could see, yeah, I could see a short from here. Let me just monitor price. It ain't all sunshine and rainbows, and you guys know that. This is just straight bullish, Pete. Like, look at this. Let's go higher, higher, higher. It's like that song, take me higher. Yeah, on the lower time frame, yeah, the swing count is met. Was this bank holiday? 27th of May. I'm not caught in a bank holiday. Let me just check. On here. Like, it doesn't matter, but still. Penny's all up in those shorts. May 27, 2024. Is it gonna work like this? No. Oh yeah, it will. Apply. Yeah, it is a bank holiday. I knew it. I knew it by the PA alone. This is a bank holiday. I knew it. Now, we don't know. We don't know. We'll see. It's a counter trend on a bank holiday. Yeah, no, it's I wouldn't probably take a zone like this, like such a big zone, on a bank holiday where it's moving like next to nothing. It's moving next to nothing. Like, you know the zone that I took on Friday? I don't know if you guys remember, there was a zone on NQ. On NQ, I shorted where was it? Where was it? The hourly. When you need to have a quant and 100 million in the account to trade this PA. It was I shorted on Friday, and when on Sunday that it opened up, it delivered. Like, there's a video. Yeah. There's a video in Discord, right? I do have a video. The zone was relative to the price action but if, like, look at the size of this zone. This is 1 hour worth of candlesticks. Oh yeah, I guess we had to have liquidity, but still. On bank holiday, I would not suggest you taking large zones. It's just not worth it at the end of the day. But we do have this. Oh no, not the Origin plus MM. No, not that one. On Friday, it was long ago. It was bank holiday. Let me find this. Hold on. Hey Felix, if you're still here on the stream, hey, I just saw the DM. I will go into the off topic and I will find a video for you guys. It was a good, I don't know where it is. Hold on. It was long ago, and it was a bank holiday. I know that for a fact. But yeah, no, I'm just trying to give you an example of when to and when not to. You know? Or was it in live executions? Video. I guess, hold on. This wasn't it, this wasn't it. Oh, we were posting a lot of, okay, look, it's in the live executions. I found it. So this is essentially it. That video. Let me just make it a little bit bigger. So this is the video, right? Market opened up and went lower, right? And this was the zone. It was relative to the PA. Okay. We just wasted a lot of time for nothing. And this was market close. Wait, we did? Oh, never mind. It was the exact same thing. The market closed. It was an early market close. But yeah, I am looking for price to trade from here to go higher. And of course, oh, so where did we leave off? So currently we're trading higher. Let me see the 15-minute. So the 15-minute is rejecting from that higher time frame area, the 4 hour. We have rejected from that. This is now the bigger, higher time frame swing rejected off of that. We do have another one here, and this is our protected low. Okay, perfect. Let's go to the after one loss start FX. Okay, of course. This is like a soccer man. Yeah, with no goal. I know. I'm sorry. It's. I'm not saying that the PA is bad. It's really, you know, the market conditions. Like you're not gonna win all the time. This is realistic, as realistic as it gets. You know. So we do have that higher time frame low. If we do have a higher time frame closure down below it, I could see a possible entry occurring, especially being and rejecting from that origin up above, right? I do see us possibly giving out an entry. Learning huge. Yeah, it's a lot of things that you're learning. Even in bad PA, it's not all. Yeah, you do learn a lot, like especially in bad PA. Let's just see if I'm not. So Saki said after one loss we go to FX pairs. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Are we gonna take this trade? Double bottom. We have a double bottom present, guys. No trade. It delivered though. So no loss yet. No loss yet. We also have that 15-minute. This is just an imbalance, right? And imbalances are just S&D hours on lower time. I think that Dave said that somewhere along the lines. And we do have that 15-minute as well, right? This is the 15-minute zone. Overall, that's the origin. Did the 15? Yeah, the 15-minute delivered as well. Both of these zones delivered. So the 15-minute, if we were taking the 15-minute, it was a perfectly valid trade. But yeah, look, this is now the 15-minute. Yeah, the 15-minute origin. The swing count coming into it, and the rounding, right? I do see a 1-to-1 here at least. This is the protected low down here. Yo, Felix, yo. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But yeah, so the low has just moved up. I saw that DM way too late. With that closure up above, this is now the protected low. I do see us, especially with that rounding and with that origin, I do see us coming all the way down here. We got a closure, body closure. Now with that body closure, what could you possibly see, right? Again, a lot of wicking going on in the higher time frames, especially in the 5-minute, right? So we wick that high, close down below here, but still in that 5-minute range, right? That 5-minute protected low is down here. Now a 1-minute reversal just tells us what? An early indication of price shorting. A higher time frame one gives us a more of certainty. So this is the S&R, obviously. The protected low on the 1 minute, traded down below it, bam, bam, back into the 50, right? But still, no 5-minute low was broken, so I can say for certain that, yeah, we are going down here. It's just an early indication. Wicked up above again. Yeah, okay, now you see, right? Now there's the move. First flip, fake flip also. Still no closure down below that 5-minute. But yeah, Nasdaq, as it shorts, it doesn't just short straight away, it does exactly this. Disgusting, but hey, it is what it is, right? We chose the pair. No closure up above here. Let me see where this could possibly reject from. Is there an area on the higher time frame? Yeah, so there is this low. There is this low that you could see possibly swept. So this low, definitely. But I do see this one as well. Also creating an MM. I'll show you where. Yeah, there's a small zone here, which is it now becoming an MM. So you could see a tap, right? A tap of the 50 or just tap of the top of the zone, which propels price higher. So we got that tap of the 50, bam. As case in point, lovely, absolutely lovely. A double bottom, okay. Yeah, this is as perfect as it gets. Let me see the higher time frame. So the higher time frame. Ooh, you know what this does sound like? A good V shape, especially coming from that MM. But yeah, the zone that you could short from is here. Now, coming off from that MM, would you guys be interested in any shorts here? Would you guys short this zone, perhaps? Or the second swing? Let me see if there was a 15-minute closure. There was, right? Yeah, there was. Coming off of that MM, would you guys take shorts here? Oh, never mind. Okay, short. Yes, the zone. This was end of the session. I'm gonna check if it did. Okay. It is the end of the session. It is the end of the session. So I'm not gonna count this as a loss because this is what I don't trade. But essentially, yeah. Damn, indeed. So with that sweep of the MM, no POI down below to really trade back into the range as I would have hoped. But damn, look at this. Straight to the high. Straight to the high. No hesitation. But how much was this? It's lovely because you see the good and the bad now. The good and the bad of the strategy. And I love that. Some people are gonna be like, oh, this is such a short strategy. Yeah, okay. I guess. Do you trade it? No? Okay. But yeah, now on the hourly, it was against double bottom. Yeah, it was. It was. I was waiting for you to notice that. I was asking you guys, are you gonna take that trade, right? Are you gonna take that trade with that MM being there? And you know, you know why I ask you to if you're gonna take that trade? It's strategic. In 15 minutes is a double bottom. On 5 minute there is. On 15, and on 15 there isn't. Oh, where is price? I lost price. Hold on. I'm on July 10th. Why am I on July 10th? Or is this July 10th, PA? Hello? For some reason I am in 2013. Why am I in 2013? Checking on. All good managers have a bit of delay. Checking on while doing my back testing. Hey, lovely. We all doing back testing. I would still take it because this is BTC. BTC? What you mean? I would still take it because okay, that's cool. That's cool. You know, we all have different entry rules. It's what we back tested. Let me see. You could see, like, I would mark out this as a good zone. This does definitely not look like a good zone, but let's check. At the lower time frame, it does seem fine. So we did say after one loss we're gonna go backtest the euro. So let's see. This is now 9:55. A lot of bullish volume coming up into the area, and this would be the second wing. This is a good area to maybe long from missing. So we got 3 swings just on this little tiny area alone. Is there news? There isn't. Hey, but that... Damn. But damn. Okay, I promise you guys. A takeaway. So we're gonna add Euro USD. That's crazy. I am sure, yes. So we're moving to Euro USD. To the 5 minute, to the 15, to the hourly, to the 4 hour. But that's just crazy. That's just crazy. Yeah. I did promise. So where are we currently? 2024 May. So we do have this low, we do have this. That's exactly the same. We have swept the SNDR. So the SNDR is swept. This was the SNDR did come down. Did it deliver? That's my question. Did it deliver? It did. It did deliver the 1-to-1. So we did trade up above it. Now, obviously, we're looking for that higher time frame, that origin, right? That's what we look for on the 4 hour. On the 1 hour, we have a double top forming. There is a good zone that you could maybe squeeze a long in. The 15 minute is bearish, like the current leg is bearish. We have 3 swings on it. 1, 2, and 3. There is a good SNDR here. Now I don't know which time to backtest. Like I don't know when Euro USD moves the most. I would guess the London session, right? Or would it be just any session? I really wouldn't know. When it comes to Forex, I have never backtested Forex. London and New York. So we are currently in New York. And it's moving a little bit slow. A little bit slow for my taste. A little too slow. But yeah, on Euro USD, I would go towards the higher time frames. As I was trading Forex, I was always looking at the higher time frames. I wasn't looking at the lower time, because lower time frames on Forex, yeah, as they say, like they aren't the prettiest. They aren't the prettiest. Yeah, they are tradable, but they aren't the prettiest. Like not a lot of volume going on and stuff. Yeah, so you're just waiting all day here for an entry. So we do have that rounding, right? That rounding. This is the end of New York session. So I'm just gonna do the same, right? I'm gonna go to London Open and then just go throughout the whole New York. USD JPY is the best, offers more volatility. I'm currently in Euro USD. I'll check that as well. Let me go to London Open. So we are currently at London Open. Let me see. Yeah, so we have that zone still. That zone on the 15 minute. On the 15 minute, yeah, it's still there. The 5 minute high. And the 15 minute high. Yeah, so we have the 15 minute high over here. Boom. This is currently London Open. Yeah, not a lot of volatility, if I may say. When it comes to yeah. Okay, so we do have that break of the high. This is the SNDR, right? We are trading from a POI. Oh, but the hourly. So we have the hourly double top over here that we're trading against. Yeah, so on the lower time frame, there is a small swing here. I wouldn't really call this the second swing. I would wait for a higher time frame retracement. Like this, and then go higher. And this is 5 minutes a second. Man, if you're trading Forex, props to you. Props to you indeed. I would not have the patience for this. There is an MM present, which you could see, right? The tap of 50, the delivery, and a sweep, and then a trade back in. It would really be nice if we get up to I don't even know what price this is, 83.77, or how to call it. Like, I'm really inexperienced when it comes to Forex. I've been mostly on futures the entire time. So we do have a little bit more volume now kicking in, 8:30. This was news inspired. We do have that short up above. So let me see. When it comes to entry frequency, right? I think it's a little bit less than okay, so we do have our first winner. A really good trade, if I may say. This is the third swing SNDR, right? In week we get 1 or 2 trades. Yeah, so it's basically the same as with NQ. You can get like 2 entries per day. It's just whether the PA allows it or not. Like you see, this was a perfect trade. This was even from a higher time frame. So Saki, I'm sorry, but I am gonna go back to NQ. I am used to NQ more, so I'm gonna stay on NQ. Okay, Saki. It does work on Euro USD too, of course. It does work. We did indeed have some bad PA over here. You know, a losing streak. It can happen, and I'm not gonna pretend like it's not gonna. It can't happen, because it obviously can. And it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And you gotta be prepared for that losing. And a lot of people just, you know, disregard. Oh yeah, it can't. Yeah, sure, buddy. sure. There was a goodness. Yeah. But yeah, don't let anybody sell you on the motion that, yeah, you ain't gonna lose. Like, or maybe, yeah, you're gonna have a 95% win rate strategy. Nah, sorry, bro. Sorry, boss. And we don't have music. I just realized we don't have music. So let me put up some music. I hope this isn't too loud. There is a good zone here. Let's get back into the rhythm. Would you guys short this? Yes or no? Come on. Would you guys short this zone? No, it's good. Okay, bet. This is too fast. We can't be backtesting on that speed. We're just plowing through price. Yes, bet. We're gonna do that. We're gonna short that zone. Open limit. Bam. So we got that sweep, obviously. That partial mitigation that I love to see. That partial mitigation got cooked. Let's see the entry. The swing count is now met, going into the zone itself. 1, 2, 3 swings. A good rounding is occurring. With those rounding, what you see is like a bullish candle just pop. Oh, as I said. No, thank you. Not. You ain't gonna do that again. I know you ain't. That would be vile though, exactly like it did. Nah, not again. I am confident in this zone. Natasha. Nah. Wait. Yeah, okay. Exactly. Nah, I was like, nah, Natasha, you ain't gonna do that to me. How much confident? That confident. I'm that confident. Yeah, but this is again the end of the session. Like we're in the entry for quite some time. Let me see. Yeah, more in an hour. An hour in the entry. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, this is nearing the end of the session, so we're gonna go to the next New York Open. With the next New York Open, we go to the 15-minute again. Put your money in confident. Yeah, I do. Every single live session, I'm putting money where this mouth of mine is. And I am taking the exact same entries on that account, right? on the live accounts. So this currently, we are rejecting from a lower time frame, probably SNDR. Yeah, there's a lower time frame SNDR just here that we're rejecting from. Overall on this whole trend is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swings already. So I wouldn't really see any more. Yeah, maybe another swing to downside, but I would like to see a higher time frame retracement, especially now sweeping that higher time frame zone. I would like to see a retracement. Let's go back to the 1, right? That's where our heart lies. Yeah, on the 1 minute we did have a flip on the 5 minute too, but we are rebalancing in that 15-minute area, right? This isn't part of the 15-minute structure. Now why? No closure down below, and we do have that high that, you know, yeah, Ziga, it closed the high. Yeah, it did. It's a weak high, right? It's not a protected high. A protected high is all the way up here. This is the protected high. And we are rejecting from that, you know, little SNDR. Directly like on news, which is interesting. So just judging by this, yeah, the low probably can get cooked. Yeah, little origin here, which I did probably take back then on my evals or PAs, whatever I had at the time. But otherwise, just melting through. So go back to the 1 minute. Why am I not taking this zone? Sixth swing. Anyone? Going once? Going twice? Okay, we ain't taking that zone. Just melting through. Absolutely, just like it was this entire week. Yeah, of course. Even though it may look pretty, it's not against, it's against the rules. So let's yeah, Euro USD does look a little bit better now, if I'm honest. And this is on 120x speed, mind you. Like, this is almost 5 minutes. Like, this is 2.5 minutes per second. Just going lower and lower and lower. Right? So you could see potato, oh, not potato, toilet paper people. You could see toilet paper people, and then it gets wet. Yeah, so in this case, this would be toilet paper people. Sorry, this, and then it got swept. But this is the last, like, upswing. And this is just straight dumping down. So let's go to the 15. Let's check. No structure here. Or protected lows. Thank you, just melting. Absolutely melting. Okay, we're gonna do a V-shaped recovery all the way back in. No news that I can see from here. Yeah, no entry, no problem. Oh no, not yet. A little bit more. Yeah, so no entry, basically, which is not a problem. So okay, that's interesting. Now, that's really interesting. Which language you do coding? I did C#, and I did yeah, you know, HTML and CSS obviously don't count, and we did JavaScript and Python. So I also did a little bit of React, if you're interested, but probably not. This is my zone that I'm longing from. Okay. Have you learned? Yeah, I know Python from. Yeah, ask me anything, but not too hard. 500. Oh yeah, this is. You can't go lower than 900. This is the zone that I'm longing from, since obviously 15 minute and 1 hour SNDR. Let's go to the 5 minute and the 1 minute. Yo, I just got here. How far back in time are you backtesting? NQ at 18k? I know. I was trading at this time too. It's 3rd of June 2024, and Big Teflon, I love the name. Welcome to the live stream. Print money. Hey, lovely. But yeah, it's 2024. You know, this is 2 years back. June of 3rd of June. Isn't it crazy how NQ was once at that level, but now it's like double? So we are currently in those longs. And bang. My name is because the steel pan guy kept coming up on my feed. Yeah, I know what Teflon is. I love the name, man. I love the name. Glad you're here. But damn, what a winner. I had full and utter confidence that this is gonna deliver. Based on 2 factors. First one, the sweep. Second one, the location, right? We had 5 swings coming down. A large V-shaped recovery, took that high, put close to the body closure, tap that higher time frame SNDR, match the zone to the time frame, right? Match the zone. Can we do outlook for tomorrow at the end of the stream? Not gonna lie, I need a good week for this first payout. But the market doesn't care what I need. Hey, don't blink, of course, man. Everything. I'll do anything, bro. Don't worry. I'll do that. No worries. I want to see you thrive, so we're gonna do an outlook for tomorrow's at the end of the stream. Yeah, no worries. But just based on what I'm looking at, calendar, like the news thing. Look at this. Yeah. So look at this. Okay, this is what you have to look at. But. Yeah, Iran media denies Trump claim that okay. I have agreed to cancel the attack. You see, this is the one that I was gonna mention, but we're gonna take a look at that at the end of the live stream. In which course you are in university? I'm currently a second year of CS major. I don't want to talk about uni right now. We have backtesting to do. But yeah, I'm expecting I will talk about that at the end of the stream if you're really interested, okay? But yeah, we have this whole range. Like, this flip looks so good. I almost want to put a limit here, but this is risking $4,000. So I do expect, right, a trade higher. Right, higher. I want higher prices. But yeah, everybody, if you're interested in this platform, like this current one that I'm using, I have to go over this. ForexTester is doing a sale, and today is the last day that you can cop this using code Benchina. You literally get it half off, almost half off. So get yourself lifetimes because they aren't there. Yeah, they're gonna go soon. They were talking about removing them, so make sure to grab yourself a lifetime subscription, because I haven't seen a firm do that, especially this good of a firm, like this good of a backtesting software firm. Like, it's just absolutely crazy. I've been using them for quite a while now, like for a month, and I can't say that I'm disappointed, like, because I'm not. A good long could come from here. This is obviously the second swing, and this is the SNDR. And I wanted to take an entry here. I'm moving too fast. So you could essentially take an entry, right? An entry from that 50, as I said, right? Look, tap, boom, delivered. From where do you math? What do you mean from where? I do. We had statistics into basic calculus. It's not that hard, but it's. I passed maths though. With a good grade at that. So look at this. I said I'm utterly. I would take an order here. Look at this. Look at that move. Look at that move. Oh, I forgot to note third swing guest in the R. Hello, anybody? But yeah, look at that move. Perfect. But yeah, again, end of the session. And unfortunately, this was such a nice session. I would like to do this all day, like this session that we just had. Such nice. That move with 5 contract on each account with 5 account. Now I have I think, yeah, I have 10 right now. 10 accounts. So we have just broken that high. On the 1 minute, on the 15, we do have a small zone here, but otherwise, where would Ziga long from? Now that is a good question, right? That is a good question because this is where I would long from. This and nothing else. This is where I would long from. And I'm betting my... No, I don't want to say anything. Because I don't want to lose anything on stream. Especially my appendage, you know. What would Ziga do? Exactly, I would long the shit out of this. This looks so good. Let's put a limit order here. Oh, I'm already filled for deep. Okay. Oh, it was a 5 minute. Oh, I forgot. So this is the exact same scenario as with the MM, when a zone looks so good that you literally can't resist but take it. Incorporate volume. Interesting. As a because I see where volume is. I bet you there's gonna be a line here. I bet you there's gonna be a line here. Look, let's do that. Let's do that. Where is the volume thingy? I'll do that. No worries. Fixed range volume profile. Let's do. Do we do this? No. How do we do this? There is volume at this zone. There is volume at this zone. I don't know how to do this, if I'm completely honest. But yeah, anchored VWAP. Okay, we can do anchored VWAP too. Fixed range volume, anchored VWAP. Yeah. Okay, there's a lot of lines, but that blue line is the 50. I don't know why there's a million lines. Why is there a million lines? I don't need this. I don't need this. Yeah, look. Right at the 50. Oh yeah, it's anchored volume profile. I know. It's just this chart is not... this chart is not... trading view. Right? This is... They built their own chart. I don't know why there isn't a line here. POC. Point of... Yeah. Let's have POC line. And I'm sorry, but I don't know how to, use this. Obviously, we had market open here. This is why so many strategies work. A million ways to get into the same idea. Exactly, a million. Like, you guys don't understand, but I have the exact same narrative as an ICT trader. I have the exact same narrative as an ICT trader. But, and I'm profitable. But yeah, the precision. That's why. The precision. I love the precision. I'm never gonna stop trading DTFX just because of the precision factor alone. Can't form complete sentences. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's more or less not the ICT traders alone. Like, I know some people, you know, that trade. This is obviously the 50% of that flip. You know, a flip and a flip and a flip. And this is rejecting. Could deliver that 1-to-1. Case and point. Case and point. You see how simple this is? Oh, we broke a high. Okay. Tap the 50. Trade away. I almost hate how simple this is. I don't know how we managed to do this. How we managed to get to this point. VAH, VAL are good too. Also volume by time. Standard volume. Hey, I don't know about standard volume, but hey, I know that I can spot volume on chart pretty good, right? You know, indicators are there to help you, to guide you. They're like trading views. But I think you can get used to, like, especially with the volume profile, if you spend enough time with the volume profile, you're essentially going to start seeing volume on chart without the indicator, right? Without the indicator. By the way, in case you're interested with is TradingView, it's something called TradingView Lightweight Charts. This current thing that I'm using, it's ForexTester, right? This current chart. And ForexTester rebuilt the, like, they incorporated NinjaTrader and TradingView so well into this. I love it. Like, I have all of my, you see how I'm going up and down time frames? Can you do that in your like in your backtesting software? No. Yeah, you have to go click here and has to load. Yeah, I know it does, but this is an equivalent, if not better. Look at how good is this. Okay, it has some quirks, of course, because obviously it had to be rebuilt. But absolutely insane. I know I'm glazing the shit out of this platform, but I'm genuinely in love with it. Okay, so we just traded up above that high. Where is our SNDR? Right, this is our SNDR. I love that I have these quality of life shortcuts. I wish TradingView would, you know, do the same. Let me see if there's a lower time frame one that I could utilize. So you have this lower time frame SNDR that you could utilize to, you know, take a trade from. So this would be the second swing. So you have this, right? And you have the whole big one, that one, right? So we have two trades here possibly. And what's gonna tap? Neither. Oh man. Hey, that sucks. It's just gonna trade away. Yeah, oh, it's at the end of the session too. Okay, that makes sense now. That makes sense. So we did trade away, a trade up above here. Traded through that. Let me see. Yeah, that sucks. Just traded through that zone entirely. Tapped probably the 30. This was in the Asia, right? Yeah, the 30 and then went higher. Ooh, now we're trading higher. Let's see our targets. What are our targets? Oh, never mind. We did have a higher time frame high here. We did have a higher time frame high here. I have just realized. Okay. So this is an SNDR, so to say. What are you guys seeing here? I'm gonna zoom out a little bit and I'm gonna hide all of my drawings. Are you guys seeing a pattern emerging here? Are you guys seeing a pattern? What is happening currently? We are trading higher. Exactly. We're trading higher. Okay. Let's go to the 1 minute. Let's just put the drawings. Where are my drawings? Show all. Thank you. Okay, so the 5 minute protected low all the way down here. The 1 minute also. Hey guys, I just realized I gained 3 new subscribers this live stream. I appreciate that a lot. I just saw. I thank you really much. I really appreciate it. I cannot put it into words. It's the support I get from you guys is just immense. Like, I love it. Thank you guys. But yeah, let's go on with price action, right? This is a low right here, but it's not a really, it is protected low, a 1 minute protected low. Not the prettiest of ones. But yeah, thank you guys. Let's okay, with well, days like this, what I'm looking for is a POI to the left. What possible zone can I reject from? What can I tap to, you know, maybe get a trade in the opposing direction? Okay, so we obviously have this supply and demand zone, but it's already mitigated. So the next thing I'm going to look for is the zone between two highs, right? This is also a zone that can tap, right, and deliver a 1-to-1. So it's really great stream. See you tomorrow. Hey Benny, have a great rest of the day, man. Hey Rush, I appreciate that. I'm trying my best, guys. I'm trying my best. But overall, on the 15 minute, you could see us, right, tap that 50, deliver a 1-to-1, or just sweep the high entirely. But usually with higher time frame highs, we do first reject from the high and then we sweep the high. That's how we do highs, right? We don't just sweep the high entirely in one candle. We usually range, right? We reject from the high. We don't just sweep it entirely in one go. But again, let's leave price to surprise us. And we are close. But yeah, look, as I said, this is the all-time high. Like this line, the 23 level, this is the all-time high. Look at this. Traded away from it. It didn't give you, it even delivered a 1-to-1 on the zone between two highs. It didn't put in a high in one go. Of course, I'm not taking any trades to go higher now. I'm not trying to put any new highs in. I'm not, you know, I don't have enough money to do that. I'm not an institution. But yeah, then you saw, imagine if you were long here, right? Or maybe here on the break. Place your stop somewhere here. And you were targeting that high on the break of structure, right? It went all the way to that high, and imagine you went B, took you out B, and then delivered. That's why I don't ever look for highs. Never. Highs are never my targets. It's always a strict R that I'm looking for. Always. I'm never looking for highs as these targets. So currently, after a break of a higher time frame high, now I know I know I'm the 15 minute or the hourly, my bad. After a higher time frame high is swept, what do we expect? Accumulation, right? Accumulation or a range on a lower time frame. So we're gonna go on to the lower time frame with the expectation of, okay, there may be a range. Now the session has already yeah, it has finished, so I'm gonna go to the next day. And as you can see in Asia and London, what happened? You wouldn't guess it, a range. Almost like a broken record at this point, right? Almost like a broken record. This is exactly how stream ended. Stream started, lol. Take the high in accumulation, like I know, right? So, would you guys give me a second? Just a second. Oh, look at who's back again. Ziga, what is your goal till December in payout? Probably 20,000. 20,000 in payouts would seem like a nice goal. Does this go brighter? It doesn't. It's at the end of the live. But at 20,000 till December, till end of year, you mean? Yeah, definitely doable. Doable, so doable. I'm happy with 10,000. We have opened up here in 930. So we do have an MM. Now, that MM, it can deliver a good, substantial move. Of course, into the opposing direction, but we don't have a POI. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna long that MM. So we have a sweep here, right? This is a 5-minute MM. So we have a 5-minute MM. Sorry. Let me just check this again. What is your reason for small target if you can do more? What is my reason for a small target if I can do more? Because, you know, that's a good question. You know, I was going through that with Marshall. Like, why would I take payouts on my Apex if I can just scale it? Right? It's gonna be half. Yeah, I'm doing half-half. It's the current Tradify and Apex. But why don't I just scale the account to like 100,000? You know? And yeah, I was going through that with Marshall. Like this exact conversation. Like, I know. Oh, my bad. Hold on. The entry. Essentially, this would be the no POI long at all-time highs. And JD, yeah, it's more of a confidence thing. It definitely is the confidence. I don't quite have. You should risk one payout, money, full potential to get as much. I'm not risking the payout. I'm risking the accounts. Right? I'm risking the accounts. That's. I don't think. I mean, yeah, I'm closer to doing that than anything else. So JD, yeah, I love that you shared your perspective. It's definitely something that I look forward to. Definitely. Oh, that looked good. I completely misread price here. Yeah, we were short. There was an SNDR here delivered. Yeah, I was looking at that MM only, but completely disregarded that we were rejecting from that SNDR. Hey, but never mind. We got a lot of more price action to go through now. I still got Monster left. We still got some stream in me. Means 500 to 600 USD risk for 5 accounts and scale that full potential. Hey, I love that perspective. I love that. I love that, JD. I'll definitely think about that. Definitely. Thank you. Appreciate it. So currently making a double bottom here. No shorts, definitely. But if you got more ideas like that, make sure to, you know, put them in the Discord, right? I'm definitely gonna go over it and think about it, right? So I got the 5-minute closure. You have a good zone here. This zone, I do see delivering. Even though it's so high up, I do still see this delivering. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is a good zone to short from? Or do you guys think this is a bad zone to short from? Let's hear the opinions in the chat. Nobody? You aren't scared, right? And good. Hey, Rush, you're in profit by $370. Hey, isn't that perfect? Second swing at top of the range. Hey, perfect. What a delivery. What's a delivery? This is a super. Yeah. I'm already done with food for the day. All I gotta do is end this stream and I can go right back to bed. Well, not back to bed, right to bed. But yeah. Hey, perfect. Look at this. To the tick. Even though an SNDR was more than the 50%, like it was at the 70, right? Almost at the 70%. Delivery is on point. We went from a negative 1,000 to now 52,000. Oh, sorry. So we made a lot of money. That's what I meant. Oh, that's what I mean. We made a lot of money. And this is the end of the session. Let's go to the next New York session, baby. Ooh, what is this candle? Bingo. These run into 1 to 3R. Oh yeah, of course. If I go to the analytics, it's gonna say, yo, you should go for 2R. You should go for 2R. I'm not gonna go for 2R. It's lower probability, which I don't really like, you know. I don't really like lower probability. But you could definitely do that, right? And it's getting dark. Like my camera, it's almost black now. It's getting dark here. But overall, this is a huge imbalance here. Of course, we have tapped into that imbalance on the higher time frame too, like this 4-hour imbalance, for example. As we were saying, right, the second imbalance. That's what you should target for. On Friday's live stream, yeah, when we're live trading, we said, look for the second imbalance to get tapped. Look at this. Second imbalance got tapped, and now we are rejecting away from it. I'm not looking for any structure here. You could see a rejection here. But overall, what I'm looking for is that high of the wick. Since this isn't really structure here. You could see a rejection of that origin, like the whole 50%. You could see a rejection, you know, a delivery. So let's see. Okay, yeah, we have 1, 2 swings, 3 swings. We have 3 swings here. You could see a tap here, right, in a delivery of a 1-to-1, right, on this entire zone, and just like that, and nothing else. Perfect, man. Oh, an MM forming here. We got an MM forming here. But yeah, overall, I am looking for that wick. If we don't break structure to the downside, especially with us wicking that low, I'm looking for that high. This is good narrative building lessons over here for you guys. Like, this is extremely good narrative building lessons. Like, especially the raid that I'm going. So nice. The higher time frame closure wasn't there. This was a higher time frame swing. If you were to long, this would be this swing. I want to see a closure up above, a higher time frame closure, since this is a higher time frame zone. We did wake up above it, so this doesn't give me good confluence. So let me just check. Is this zone gonna get swept? I see one guy done 25k from $300 investment with Tradify in 20 days. It's doable, yeah. You just gotta risk a lot. And it's probably not his first time doing it, right? It's probably not his first time doing it. What is this? You see the zone? I wasn't paying attention, but the zone that I marked, right? This was the SNDR, the actual SNDR. That's how you would have. Look, open limit. That's how you would have, yeah, delivered to the T. Let me go to real time. So you got price going down. What was the catalyst for a pullback? What was the catalyst for the pullback? I wonder what it was. Oh, was it the SNDR of the previous swing? Oh wait, this is a little lower. But yeah, really, really nice, right? Really, really nice. Yeah, I know. You don't think I'm doing that right now? I'm currently trading with Tradify, and I am up a lot of money, and I am in the process of getting as much capital as possible right now. My goal till end of 2026 is $1 million in prop firm capital, and I am really close to that goal. So yeah, I'm trying, but I'm not trying, like, I can say that I'm putting in 100%, but I'm not, because I can always do more. So on the 1 minute, we have wicked that. We do have this which I do see as a possible long from. Yeah, especially from that 50%. You could see, I love when they deliver fast. Like, I know, right? It's like tap and deliver. Yeah, oh, so nice. So that it does, it is coming to the end of the session though. Well, not the end of this session. Like, this is what, from 9 to 3. It is a lot of hours. It is a lot of backtesting hours, and it did deliver a 1-to-1. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. See, a possible forming. It delivers a 1-to-1 on the 50, as it always does. But yeah, after that sweep, you could see a trade back into the range. But yeah, I think it's gonna be the end of the session before we could actually move forward with that. But yeah, the narrative essentially after that sweep, I do see price going higher. I do see maybe a sweep of a low too, but after that sweep, you could see us tapping that origin and then going higher. Now let's go to the next session. So let's see. Okay, it did tap the again, swept the area. Let me just yeah, bam. Yeah, it didn't sweep here, swept the area, tapped. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. It did happen in Asia though. In Asia and London. I'm not gonna sit here and backtest London in 2024. It does work, okay? Trust me. I have backtested it in the past, and it does work. I'm just not gonna do it right now. So currently on the 1 minute, if I could obviously stop PA. On this leg alone, we have this high. That is a relevant high. If we trade up above this high and put in a body closure, this is what? A flip. And a flip means price is going higher. We have already gotten a flip on the lower time frame, like on this lower time frame. Yeah, we had a flip above that high, which does signal to us, okay, maybe price is seeking higher. So 10th of June, I don't think there is a bank holiday here. I wish it said, but there is no bank holiday here. I do see us going up above that high, double bottom, right? With a double bottom, you could see us trade up above, right? That first high and that second high. Well, the second high actually being that 73 level. That's what I see possibly, price possibly doing right now. So at that double bottom, yo, such a banger song. Taking a while to deliver. Oh, we don't have it on 120. Hold on. Can I please okay, I can't. It seems that I can't move the slider. It doesn't matter. We're gonna have to live with this. Okay, we're not gonna have to live with this. Never mind. The narrative is still the same, right? The narrative is still the same. Let me go higher. Let me go to the 4 hour. The 4 hour did sweep that high. We did get that accumulation. We did tap that imbalance. With that imbalance tap, I did want to see price push higher. And now it is pushing higher, just a little slower than I would have imagined. So that first high is now gone. With us being on the higher time frame, we totally missed that body closure up above. That tap, but that tap, you could take it, but the zone was already mitigated, so it had prior mitigation. As price was going higher, we did mitigate it already. So with that prior mitigation, the percentage of that zone delivering is lower, right? Okay. Still, that target is the main target is that high. So you guys enjoying this? Come on. Speak up in the chat. Let's see. Come on. I know there's 21 of you guys. 21 of you guys. And nobody's speaking in the chat. Like, come on. Ask some questions about the chart. Why do you see this? I'm not gonna be here this whole day. We have backtested for 2 hours and 53 minutes already. So yeah, speak up in the chat. Good narrative practice. I know it's a lot of narrative practice. Hey, I appreciate that, Crystal. I really appreciate that. But yeah, you see how that double bottom, the narrative with the narrative. So that first high is swept, and that second high is swept too. Bam, just like that. Obviously, with these lower time frame swings, I'm not usually looking like when I was unprofitable, I used to long this. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I used to long this, and I was like, "Yo, look at this entry that I caught! Look at this entry!" In middle of nowhere, by the way, in the middle of nowhere, after sweeping a high. I was a special one. that's a fact. We have a little tiny origin just up above, which I do see delivering a 1-to-1. So I'm gonna take note of that. So I have this 5-minute one and this 15-minute one, and I'm gonna yeah, we have been in that situation, right? I'm gonna take note of this origin, right? This is the origin that I would take note of. It didn't deliver any new lows. I'm looking for a small move down, because I'm not looking for this just go straight through the highs, right? It always rejects from somewhere. If it's gonna be here, like at the 70, if it's gonna be here, the 30, right? I'm always looking for price to reject from the highs or lows. I'm not looking for it to directly just plow through. Maybe we can get an entry here. Okay, so we are tapping that zone. That protected low is down here. What do we see? Right, rounding. Oh, let me just take note of something. If you guys longed this zone, it delivered. And I think it would have been by rules, if I'm not mistaken. So you have one swing, two swings, and then bunch of lower time frame. Yeah, this would have been a third swing SNDR that you would have taken, which would have been by rules. Wigged that protected low, so we're gonna take note of that. No SNDR entries, unfortunately, but it did deliver that 1-to-1, right? It did deliver that 1-to-1. So if I just zoom out a little bit, this is 1-2 swings. 2 swings on that time frame. If we do move up above that swing, you could see a potential, right, in SNDR entry to go higher. Now, where is this gonna reject from? We do obviously do have these areas down below. For example, the zone at the top of the range, right, which mitigated the SNDR. This is a good target to have. I do need a higher time frame closure up above that high to you know, seek any longs. That's what I need, a higher time frame closure, which I'm currently not really getting. Oh, but there is a flat candle here, so let me just pause price for a quick second. There's a flat candle here that we mentioned in the live streams. We mentioned in the live stream that this can be used as a good target. So let's see. Just shy of that target. Okay, so we have taken that target. We did say that, you know, these two are also good targets, but these are all the targets. If I made a TDA here, I would have taken note of that 5-minute flat candle. I think it was a 15-minute, no, just a 5-minute, a 5-minute flat candle, and I would have taken note that I would give you like price labels. This is exactly what I would do on these levels, because look at this, case in point. That's, you know, that's why you do backtesting. This is exactly why you do backtesting, because you look. Oh man, the flat candle low. Wouldn't you have guessed it? We do have this zone here, which I don't really know why I didn't take. I mentioned before we got to it, but yeah. I'm getting exhausted too. We got monsters still. Ooh. Doesn't get better. For all of you wondering, this, I don't know why I didn't take it. It's a perfect entry. It's a perfect entry. So if you wanted to take this, perfect A, not an A plus entry. It was an entry though. But yeah, look, the targets, man. That's why I always preach, have targets, right? End of the day, 15 o'clock. Oh, but you know what I'm seeing here? Oh, nah, Ziga, no, come on now, man. The pre-bedtime monster is almost, oh shit. Anyways, back to backtesting, baby. Let's do this. I have an MM here. I have an MM here, and I have an MM here. These are two MMs. I do see a rejection right after the sweep of that. We do have market open. So what do I say on market open? What usually occurs? A sweep and a trade away. Now this is previous structure because we wicked up above here. This is previous structure. So we're gonna roll price. We are rejecting from that top MM. So that top MM got swept. Always, and I mean always, well, 99% of the time, you're gonna have, okay, we spoiled the surprise, but right, a sweep of MM, right, just like this. So we got price trading higher. Okay, I have to make the entry, right? I didn't even have the time to put in the entry, and I'm gonna target the 1.5 R, the one that I so preach for. So let's do this. 1.5 open stop. That's boom. Yeah, is this good? It's good. So we're in the entry. 1.5 is just down here. Bang. Speed up the price. One hour was delivered. 1.5. Hey, you guys can. Hey, thank you. Yo. 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 Okay. Entry plus R. Yeah, it delivered. Bang. Yo. Somebody gotta clip that. Yo, Nasdaqistan, exactly. Yeah, but I'm expecting another MM entry. Yeah, just down below. A little prettier this time around, please. No? With MM entries, they can often get quite big. And I have experienced that in my own backtesting. In my own backtesting with MMs, what happened was I used to, well, there were entries for like 100 points. Don't get me wrong, they do deliver. So I'm gonna show you today how that can be a K. Oh no, I'm not. So let's put this. Let's do open stop order. Bang. We're gonna target how much? Chat, how much are we gonna target? 1.5. Right, this is the golden standard. That's what I preach. The golden standard, 1.5 R. Bang. Need more? Do you guys need more entries? No? Dang. You see, MM to MM. MM to MM to... Oh, who would have thought, right? It wasn't just words, it was actually how the market moves. Yeah, bro, like so nice, so nice. I'm surprised that you see the power of caffeine. After 3 hours of backtesting, I'm still sharp. 3 hours. So make sure to supplement caffeine while you're backtesting, right? Make sure to do that because it really helps. It's gonna save you a lot of misery when backtesting. So make sure to supplement caffeine. Oh man, it's amazing how easy you notice the MMs. It's almost as if I made a shit ton of entries on them. Yeah, and I with the MMs, I forgot to take note of this, but this wasn't part of structure at all. So we don't bother ourselves with zones outside of structure. It is the protected high though. It is the BBC. Yeah, it is BBC. Backtesting, right? And that's why I preach, go backtest, go backtest. Oh, and you know what? In these 3 hours that we have been talking, we've backtested an entire month of data. Entire month of data. Just so you gain perspective, you know, we have indeed backtested an entire month of data. When it comes to the 15th of June, that's an entire month. So I love this song. This is such a banger. I love this, man. So we got a closure up above that high. Now in a lower time frame, is this SNDR already mitigated? It isn't. Oh, are we? Come on, guys, in the chat, whoever it is in the chat right now, are you taking this SNDR? Yes or no? Quick, yes or no? Are you taking the zone or are you not taking the zone? The current time is 10:45. This is the current outlook on the market. Are you taking this long or okay? Rush says yes. Anybody else? Come on, let's come on. Let's write in the chat. Come on, let's be a little more engaging. Come on, guys. Okay, yo, Loan. Loan. Dabby, yo, hey, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the live stream. Okay, so 2 people says yes. Okay, you guys are taking the zone. Okay. You know why you're taking the zone? I'm playing with Shao. I'm playing. Hey, it's a good entry though. It's a good entry. I do agree. Let's wait. I don't know if it's mitigated on the lower time frame, like on the seconds, because I don't have seconds. Otherwise, this platform make money. Hey, that's a good ass. That's a valid ass reason. I can't argue with that at all. Why else, right? Why else would we do that? Hey, lovely, man. So currently we have extended a lot, sweeping that high. Let me know if you guys still have that order in. If you guys still have that order in, otherwise we can move it to a different place. This is mitigated, this little tiny zone here. But I'm looking for a retracement back into this previous flip, right? At least this flip. That's what I'm looking at, retracement to come in, right? This is a flip of price, and I'm looking for, you know, that 75 at least, or that 79. 79 does look like a good retracement. But yeah, man, this is such a good, like, it started off really shit, I'm gonna be honest. The backtesting session, I can't lie, the first 1 hour and a half, shit. But you know, you have these shitty periods in trading. It happens. The losses. This is real trading. I love that it actually had to show you. I wasn't there for it, but you know, consciously. But I love that it showed you guys the shitty, the valleys of trading. Like, people just show you, you know, all the goods, the good bits and pieces of trading. The little one was mitigated and delivered. Yeah, but with mitigated zones, I don't like to dabble in mitigation. And this, you know what delivered too? Crystal, you know what delivered too? You wouldn't guess. You wouldn't guess what delivered too, baby. Let's go. It's an MM2. It's an MM2. So you know what that means, right? You know what that means? You know what that means? Or do I need to draw it? Do I need to draw it? Do I really need to draw it? One hour delivered, 1.5 just up above it. Yeah, the trade back, look. Perfect. With, yeah, bang. Bang. I obviously didn't snap this, so it delivered the 1.5. If I snap this, you will see 1.5 hour delivered. Man, but you see, so nice. It's so nice. you know why it seems like magic? Because Lil Ziga over here has about 1,000 entries on this model. Lil Ziga went through blood, sweat, and tears. You know, it was let me see. When was that? In 2025. I still had a girlfriend at that time, and you can imagine how that went with the girlfriend. I was backtesting for 25 hours straight, no break. I went to the gym and then back to backtesting, and it is documented in the backtesting channel in my free Discord. It is documented. With exclamation mark Discord, you can get, I think the link works. It should work, right? The link, let me see. If it doesn't work, I'll just pop in a new one. It's invalid. Okay, never mind. Let me give you guys the sauce. Invite. Here you go. This is the new and updated link to the free Discord. It's all documented in the backtesting channel. Yo, Felix, are you still okay? I will. I just saw the DM. I will hook you up. Don't worry, bro. I always got your back. You know I got your back. Okay, so currently on the M1. Damn, are we long? So this would be the second swing. I do want to see a higher time frame closure up above. Oh, which so conveniently I gotta go. Thanks for this stream. See you in the New York session. Hey, don't blink. See you in the New York session, brother. I'll see you there. Hey, even though the lighting's a little low, we're still going, right? As long as I have energy, we're still gonna be doing this. Sadly. or not, right? Or not. So let's put a buy order. Are you guys long in here? Are you guys long here? I am. I'm masking. Is this a good area to long from? We have a 15-minute closure up above. Are you guys good to long here? Like this? Yes, no, maybe? No? Okay, okay. We got a no. Top of the range, okay. Yeah, exactly, Rush. I predicted that. Nah, okay, okay, Dabby. So we aren't longing, okay. Any more? Or are you guys looking for lower prices? Are you guys looking for lower prices? Like this, for example. Okay, so let's remove the limit. Are you guys looking for lower? So if looking for lower, you would be longing from here, I presume. The 50. Okay, okay. Okay, let's do both. Let's do both. Let's make a an experiment, shall we say, right? An experiment. Much better there. Okay, let's do both. Let's do both. So, and it, as an experiment for the people watching, right? We got the first zone, which tapped and got swept. Exactly, longs at top of the range. That's what I want you to see. Now, look at this. This is exactly what Crystal said, top of the range. That's exactly what why I don't want you taking longs here. Now that second one, I don't know if it's gonna tap or not, but the top of the range longs are a no-go, right? We don't take these kinds of longs, right? We wait for lower prices. My entry disappeared. Hold on. Let me just fix that real quick. Entry is back. And we are trading higher. Okay, perfect. But you see why a long at the top of the range isn't... Yeah, it is an SNDR. It's a perfect looking SNDR. But that's where, you know, the video that I made, SNZCE, right? Confirmation entry, but for us it's just entry. That's what I want you to focus on. These are the four pillars. Structure was fine here. We had the second swing. Zone, SNDR, perfect. Entry, 50%. One thing was off. One thing was off. Narrative. Top of the range. And what happened? We got cooked. Right? And whenever there's one thing in that whole sequence missing, yeah, you're getting cooked. You're getting cooked, most likely. Or if you're lucky. If you're lucky, you're not. But, you know, hopefully you aren't getting cooked. Right? Hopefully you aren't getting cooked. But just one thing, you know, one thing being off can throw the whole entry in the garbage. Oh, so the hourly. Yo. Okay. Would you guys be interested in this stream going on longer, or is this enough for you for today? It's a question for all of you, not just for Rush or Davy. It's more of a question for all of you. If you're exhausted, tell me. Just because I'm not exhausted doesn't mean that you aren't. Right? I'm looking out for you. So tell me if this stream is beginning to feel like too much. You know, there's always next week. These streams are going on every single Sunday, but I still got energy for more. Like I can still do like a half an hour, but I gotta go take a break. Currently looking at the chat. Let's see. Come on, guys. It's long, but learning is occurring. Hey, I know it can be a little long. Joined late, but would love to catch you next Sunday. Hey, I can do a little bit more, but I gotta take a leak. But okay, let's do this. This is the longest backtesting session we have done in a while. It's been a great session. I'm gonna go watch IMSA the 6 hours of Road America. If you guys are nerds about cars, you will know. It's been an awesome session today. I honestly can't really I can't complain. But let me just hook you guys up with something, okay? So let me do. So if you use code Benchina, right? This is the code. You're gonna get 25% off on this platform. This is just a little plug because I am affiliated with this platform. This is a little plug because they have a sale going on today, which is 30 off, and it stacks with my coupon code. With my coupon code, it stacks. So you're essentially getting this for half off. So make sure to grab yourself a pro subscription to Backtest because this is honestly such a good platform. I couldn't have asked for a better platform. So thank you all guys for joining. You can use ForexTester. It's in the links. It's in the link description below. We're gonna see each other tomorrow on the live session, which I do Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and on Sunday again for the backtesting session. I really appreciate everyone for coming here. It's been an amazing session today. Thank you a lot. God bless all of you. Make sure to have a blessed Sunday, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.